thing I want right now. You know, I'm not thinking about Opetaia. I'm not thinking about none of these guys because this is a fight I want, and it makes sense for both of us. But I mean, if it comes to the worst case scenario, you know, it's funny too because we don't even know about Joe Opetaia now. You know, I don't know what's going on with Zuf.
Japia went off on David Benavidez. He called him out for dodging the matchup. Things got heated real quick backstage. Opetaia cranked up the pressure on David Benavidez. He flipped the Mexican Beast's own statements against him. It was a straight-up challenge. He wanted to force this mega fight to happen now.
My thing that I'm mad about is, right, if you guys think you're the best in the world, why don't you fight the other best in the world and show the people, like, what the f***, you guys are getting a lot of money, like, what's the problem?
Hey, I talk about the best, this and that. I don't f***ing talk about it, boys. I'm right here. The winner out of Zerdo and Benavidez. Let's go.
Opetaia isn't on Benavidez's radar right now, but Benavidez dropped something important. He said fans could actually change his mind. He laid out what drives him. Two things matter most to him: making the audience happy and collecting all the major belts in his weight class.
From what I hear, my people and their people, they're really hard. They don't like to work with each other. So, but, you know, if that's what the people want, I'm here to cater to the people. So if we can't get the fight with Bedell and the people want the fight with Joe Opetaia, that's what we're gonna make.
Opetaia came right back at him. He wanted to know why they're waiting. This fight should have happened already. He cut through all the BS. He said everything lines up now. The time is perfect. The place is set. This is the moment for them to settle it once and for all.
Not at all. You know what I mean? We've had that fight ready for the guy for a long time. You know, I've never badmouthed no one, never disrespected no one. I don't talk. You know, but if I'm that easy, bro, why hasn't the fight happened? You know what I mean? We're here, we're ready. Take care of business and we can sort it out. You know, we can chase undisputed.
Addressing the situation, David Benavidez welcomed the cruiserweight opportunity before admitting outside complications could delay a future fight with Opetaia.
David, do you view this as a fight for the legit cruiserweight title, or is Opetaia lineal, or do you see this fight as because it's for two belts?
I mean, I think it's definitely legit because he has 2 world titles. I mean, it doesn't really matter if Opetaia has another one. He has 2 legit titles right there. So I think so. It's a legit fight. It's a legit, you know, title shot, and I'm gonna be very happy once I capture those 2 titles.
Are you looking to settle in at cruiserweight and then look at Opetaia next, or get back to the light heavyweight division, fight Pitbull, fight Betts or BF?
Well, I'm just taking every fight one fight at a time. You know, there's a lot of stuff I like to do, you know, but a lot of people sometimes they're not ready to fight or this and that. Opetaia just signed with Zuffa Boxing, so that's another, you know, roadblock for that fight too.
David Benavidez spoke up about it. He's ready for the cruiserweight shot, but he came clean. Other stuff might get in the way. A fight with Opetaia could be pushed back.
You know, I saw David Benavidez. He said that you signing with Zuffa is a roadblock to y'all possibly fighting. Do you feel that way?
Why would that happen? Why?
I don't know. That's just how he feels. He was like, well, you know, I don't know if Zuffa's gonna work with us or whatever. So
100%. Why wouldn't they? That would be so silly not to. That's the biggest. If he wins this fight and we have a unification fight, why would anyone not have that on? Why would any promoter, the only reason they wouldn't have it on is if promoters were like, no, I'm doing it, no, I'm doing it. And they lose track of what the most important thing is, and that's a unification
that can happen though.
So it's like what he wants, you know? I want this, I want that, you know? He's mad because Zurdo didn't fight him. He's mad because we're not fighting him. You know, shit, at one point we were like that. We wanted to fight everybody, but it just takes time, you know? You gotta really For example, I'm gonna ask the viewers: would you rather see David fight Zurdo or Opetaia? If you ask a Mexican fighter, they don't know who Opetaia is. He still needs to develop a little bit more and grow his fan base. Does it make sense? So if we were fighting Opetaia, people would be complaining. We're fighting nobody, somebody that is not known. The boxing world knows who he is, because at the end of the day, for Mexicans know Opetaia. So what do you think is a better fight, Opetaia or Zurdo?
Opetaia brushed off the Zuffa noise. He told David it's not the problem. The road is open. One thing and one thing only is stopping this fight from happening fast. David needs to put pen to paper. He's got to sign the deal. That's it.
He told me he wants Benavidez to come up to cruiserweight and we fight Benavidez. If that's the course, let's do it. You know what I mean? I'm pumped for that. Respectfully, I'd love to fight Benavidez. He's a great fighter. He's got a great following. He's mixed. He's been in the ring with some great fighters. And then once we tick that box, who knows? Maybe the heavyweight chapter starts then. But I'm not rushing my journey for anyone else. You know what I mean? I've had a dream to become undisputed my whole life, and that's what I'm going to become.
So heavyweight, that'll stay delayed until undisputed is achieved.
Heavyweight will happen when I say it's ready. Not when people want to throw it in my face. And I'm not chasing the money. We're chasing the dream. The money will come.
Jose Benz played it cool about the beef. He said Opetaia isn't pulling in the numbers yet, not big enough. David's eyes are locked on the money fights. He wants the huge names, the opponents his fans actually care about. That's where the real cash is.
I mean, I think that's the biggest fight in the world, especially at this weight division. And that's definitely a fight I want. Like I said, I'm not scared of nobody. This is Monstro's world. And if he wants to get that fight, we get that fight. I don't know why he went to Zuffa. We could have made this fight right after this one. But now I don't know if he got stripped by the IBF or what it is. I'm not gonna go over there and fight for a Zuffa title. But I don't know. I think that would be a great fight to make in the future. And I respect Jai Opetaia a lot. He's a great fighter, and I think he has to come back over here to make these fights happen because, we can't make no fights in Zuffa.
Things between Opetaia and David Benz are getting crazy. Boxing fans are going nuts. Everyone's jumping in. Experts, analysts, podcasters, they're all picking sides, breaking down who takes this one. Opetaia stepped up and said he wants it. He gave David props, respect for his skills, his name in the game, but here's the thing. Odia won't be rushed, not for money, not for the hype, not for anybody. He's staying locked in. One mission right now, become the undisputed champion first, then maybe heavyweight, that's the plan.
The reason why, and the biggest reasons why I gave Benavidez an advantage to just win the fight. Forget about that he was going to stop him. But his hands are faster, he's more explosive, and he's got that ability to fight and burst. He is a guy, I think the secret's out. I don't think everyone knew that this is a guy who is explosive and burst. The way that, you might be in a certain part of the country that is prone to cloud bursts of rain. Like in the middle of the day, all of a sudden, boom, there's a burst of torrential rain.
So heavyweight waits, not happening until he's undisputed champ.
With his hand speed, with power, and just his knack, his instinctual knack to know when to explode. And what he added to it was the intellect. I loved it. I don't know if everyone noticed it, but not only with the pure ability that pop, 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 he opens up with that splash of punches, that flurry of punches, but not only that, then after he does it, pop, 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 all of a sudden, while he's got the guy, in his shell, when he's got the guy a little blitzed, a little shell-shocked, then he places one, boom, boom, boom.
David Benz brought up the matchup. He called it massive, one of the biggest fights on the planet. He wants it next, that's what he said. Benz made it clear he's not afraid of anybody. Fear isn't the issue, it's the promoters. They're holding it up. He respects Opetaia, real respect. But this fight needs something different. The conditions have to change before it happens.
Benavidez beats B-Ball. David Benavidez beat Opetaia. Yeah, he beat Opetaia. Oh, I'ma double down. He gonna beat Opetaia. I double down on that one. He gonna beat Opetaia. See, Opetaia got good feet. Yeah, he can box, but he can be drugged into a fight. And if you know anything about David Benavidez, just like he did with Ramirez ass, he's the one of those guys that's gonna test your heart. He gonna test what you have in here. And once he go to Ja's ass and he tests what he has in here, Ja gonna lose his shit. Ja ain't gonna be boxing and moving around. Ja gonna be looking to fight. Ja gonna get tired too. Yeah, because Ja, if you look at the history of Opetaia, he get tired.
Continuing his take, Bradley dismissed predictions favoring Opetaia over David Benavidez, arguing Benavidez' pressure breaks through almost any style. Bradley believed Jai's movement and boxing would eventually be overwhelmed once the fight became physical and demanding.
Opetaia versus Benavidez, and you know, people giving their opinion, talking about Opetaia gonna beat Benavidez. Nope, I'm here to let y'all know he ain't gonna beat no damn Benavidez. Damn, Opetaia couldn't even get this dude up out of there. Come on now. Benavidez would have served Buddy, man. What's his name, Glanton? He would have served Glanton. He would have stopped him. Yeah, I understand the styles make fights, I get that. However, shit, man, Benavidez' style break through anything. Break through any style. Shit, he been in the ring with boxers. Shit, he was in there with Morrell that can punch, that can box, southpaw, just like Ja Morant. Just like Ja. Did I say Ja Morant? I'm thinking about Ja, the basketball player. I'm tripping. But yeah, Opetaia.
Teddy Atlas broke it down. He's picking David Benz. Here's why: speed, that's the weapon, pure speed, and explosiveness. When things get going in the ring, David shifts up a gear. He turns it on, he floods opponents. That's how he wins.
Fight for undisputed, like, what was your reaction to the news, and are you worried that that fight maybe might not happen?
No, I'm not worried, but I mean the fight, if the fighting one happen, it will happen for sure. Yeah.
They have put out, you know, that he believes he's the best cruiserweight in the world. What's your argument? Why do you feel you're the best cruiserweight in the world? Why is Opetaia not the best cruiserweight in the world?
Why not? Because Zurdo is there. I'm the best cruiserweight champion, and I mean, he's been doing well in his whole career. He's been fighting long time in this division, but I think he needs to be fighting with different guys, better guys.
Is David, you feel, a harder fight than Jai because of the styles?
Yeah, no? I think it's super hard.
Yeah?
Yeah, that fight.
Why do you feel it could be harder than a fight with Opetaia, in your opinion?
Well, because Opetaia, he moved, he takes some chance, and David Benavidez, he's pushing, he's going forward all the time. He never gets tired, and I mean, he has a lot of combination, a lot of volume of punching. Yeah.
When you look at like the fight style-wise with David, like a lot of times David wears down his opponents because he's throwing, and he's accurate with his punches, where you get to rounds 8, 9, 10, and they can't, ya no aguantan. The opponents can't take it anymore. When you look at that, do you feel that pace is a challenge?
I mean, he has a good pace. He has a good pace, and for sure he's a really good challenge.
Technically speaking, Atlas went deeper. He talked about Benavidez' instincts. Timing, that's what separates him. He explodes with combinations, heavy ones, then he stops. Freezes the opponent, leaves them confused. In that split second, openings appear. That's when Benavidez lands the clean shots, the ones that count.
Since everybody's making these business decisions, Dre, and everybody's doing things the business way, right? It is not smart for David Benavidez to give Jai Opetaia a shot at his name right now because he's hot right now. You go up and fight Usyk while you're hot, and it makes sense. You can always come back down and fight Opetaia if you want to. You know what I'm saying? If you lost to Usyk, Opetaia fight is still there. If you lose to Opetaia, Usyk fight gone. So be smart about this thing. Go take Usyk while the iron is hot. You beat Usyk, you don't never have to see Opetaia unless you want to come to heavyweight. But if you go fight Opetaia and lose, you don't get a chance to see Usyk, and you don't get a chance to make history. That's crazy. You're on a rail right now to do something that nobody ever done before. I went middleweight, super middleweight, light heavy, because I was doing what Bob Fitzsimmons, what I thought what Bob Fitzsimmons did.
Tim Bradley made his pick. David Benavidez takes this one. Here's his thinking: relentless pressure. That's the game plan. Push Jai Opetaia, get him uncomfortable, force him out of what he does best. Bradley gives credit to Opetaia. His footwork is real. His boxing is clean, but Benz breaks him down, grinds him out, makes it a war, changes everything about how this fight.
And don't let him play with you. And that's my words to David Benavidez, because I know he listens to me, he looks up to me, thinks a lot of me. I'm gonna tell him it's okay to say no, Opetaia, you haven't proven yourself right now. I want somebody who's proven like I am. I want Usyk. That's what he should do, without a question.
Listen, Opetaia has proven himself, but he's not the name. He's not the name as an Usyk, not as big money.
So who's he beat?
We gonna do that
who's he really beat?
Day. He's been at the weight class, at that cruiserweight weight class. You know, it's not a lot of big names. It's not a lot of big names at that cruiserweight weight class. Am I making that up? Has it historically been big names at the cruiserweight weight class?
No, that's why I skipped.
Bradley went further. He shut down the Opetaia pick, not happening. Ben's pressure is different. It beats almost everything, every style, every approach. Jai's footwork is sharp. His boxing is smooth, but once this gets rough, once it gets physical and hard, that footwork breaks down. The boxing falls apart. Benz takes over.
Opetaia, I think he gets hurt every fight he fights. He gets hurt with fighters that are not even known. I think he needs a little bit more experience, and I'm gonna say the same thing like David Morrell. Everybody said that he was the next big thing and that he was gonna make David look like an amateur, this and that. You know, he doesn't have the experience that David has. I think he is going to be better in about 3-4 years more. You know, I think he's lacking off experience a little bit more. And don't get me wrong, he's a good fighter. He is going to be a great fighter. But right now, he doesn't have the experience that David has. You know, I see Benavidez, bold, and Zurdo Ramirez more dangerous than Opetaia.
From a style perspective, Zurdo Ramirez saw it clear. David Benavidez is the problem. His pressure, non-stop. His punch volume, he throws constantly, accurate too. That's the damage. Round after round, opponents get worn out. The pace catches up with them. By the middle rounds, by the later rounds, that's when it gets bad, real bad. They can't keep up anymore.
I'm not as sure if he beat Opetaia because he's such a big guy and he's explosive, but I'm more comfortable picking David to beat him. The one guy that I think will give David some real trouble is Usyk at heavyweight. I don't know if he can beat Usyk, but the rest of the guys, I think he can beat him.
Okay. Yeah, because Opetaia said that he'll see him soon. Congratulations, champ. People have been talking about that matchup because he is a full, cruiserweight that's athletic. When you look at that matchup and you see that, yeah, I think David will beat him, but when you say I think, what makes you think that it cannot happen?
Well, Opetaia is big, fast, and explosive. And David has good defense, but he's not unhittable.
Roy Jones Jr. looked at the bigger thing. Business. That's what matters in boxing. Timing, legacy, not emotions. Roy told Ben something real. Skip the risky fights right now. Go heavyweight. That's where the history happens. That's where the mega legacy fights are. But listen, one wrong choice now, one bad decision, that shuts everything down. Future opportunities disappear, gone forever.
Opetaia, I didn't think Zurdo could do anything with David because he's just too slow getting off, man. You know what I mean? Like, everything is not about speed, man, but when the speed difference is that big, you gotta have some kind of masterful timing or jab or something to offset that. He's just too slow. Opetaia not slow like that. He's twitchy, he's fast, and he's explosive. And David gonna have to be careful. That ball hits you with a left hand, he can knock you out. And he's a southpaw, so he'll have some built-in advantages. He's just it's not a skill thing. He's a different level athlete than what El Zurdo is. And he's young, and he's mean, and he's gonna be fighting hard.
Roy kept going with it. Smart timing. That's the move. Strike when you're hot. When opportunities peak, take them then. Pick your opponents smart too. Go for the names that matter, the big ones. Skip the small fights. The ones that don't move the needle. Cruiserweight. Historically, not a lot of stars there. Roy knows. He was there. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them use you. Stay sharp.
Yeah, they're obviously ducking. You know, I don't think it's it's very obvious that they don't want to fight. In my eyes, it's like you want to keep getting better and you want to keep sort of leveling up and prove you're the best. But these guys see it other ways.
And say that that's one of the fights that he wants, but he doesn't see it happening just because it's on a Zuffa.
I don't agree with that.
What you mean?
I don't think like him signing with Zuffa should stop the fight. I think we had a point in boxing where Turkey,
they can fight on the Turk card,
is the man, and I feel like Turkey is ahead of the Zuffa thing. So I don't feel like Benavidez done fought on Turkey cards already. So it ain't nothing really stopping that fight from happening. So
stylistically, how you see that fight going?
I got Benavidez.
Still?
I think Benavidez is a beast. I think you're gonna have to be on an elite level to even be in the ring with him.
This your chance to on Benavidez, because he was throwing shade at you a little bit.
I mean, I think that's what social media make it.
Jose Benz broke down the matchup. Real talk. Opetaia, has he fought elite yet? Not really. He's been hurt before against nobodies, lower level guys. Benz compared him to other young prospects, all similar, still developing. Still got work to do, still not there yet. David's different. His experience is deeper, way deeper. Proven, tested against the real competition. That's the edge right there.
Oh my goodness, what a fighter. I mean, that hand speed for a guy that big, that was machine gun stuff. It was unbelievable. I was blown away. I mean, he didn't just beat Ramirez, he annihilated him. It was a massacre. And I really think right now, from setting a betting market, I don't think Jai Opetaia beats Benavidez on that performance. I'd love to see Jai win, because we're Aussies, we want to see the Aussie win. And Jai is a magnificent cruiserweight, but gee, what I saw of Benavidez, that the step up in weight didn't bother him at all.
Chris Algery dropped this. Fans think Benz is dodging Opetaia. He's been ghosting him all week. Radio silence.
Go to Mayo, it's going to be a massive thing for Mexico and stuff, you know what I mean? But I feel like Benavidez beats Ramirez, but it's a massive, massive step up for Benavidez to fight Jai, you know what I mean? Obviously, I feel like he would give Jai a harder fight than Ramirez would, but man, it's a huge jump. You know, he used to be a super middleweight to light heavyweight up to cruiserweight. It's not like you're jumping from like super welterweight to middleweight, you know what I mean? It's a huge, 15 kilos, 16 kilos. It's massive, you know, and he's not the leanest or the strongest. Yes, he's very fast. Benavidez is very fast, but I feel like whenever Jai hits him, he'll know about it.
Before the Ramirez fight last weekend, David Benz didn't stand a chance. That's what people thought, against Opetaia. No way. But then he fought, and he performed, everything changed. Algery switched his take completely. Now he believes Benz wins this matchup. If it happens, he's confident about it. The recent performance proved something. Coach Bredman gave his thoughts, not black and white. Opetaia is tricky. His size, his speed, his explosiveness, that's a tough puzzle to solve, but overall, Bredman leans toward David Benavidez. Still, he's honest about it. Danger is real, David's defense is solid, good fundamentals, but he's not untouchable. In exchanges, he can be hit, he can be caught.